Ooh, I just got a text message from my landlord. Well, not landlord, actually, the property manager. Landlord technically would be the person that owns the property, whom I've met twice. I don't know his name. Oh shit, I don't know how to get back to that screen to listen to it. Will that get it there? It popped up a thing for me to click something to hear the message, and then it went back to the car's home screen. That's one of the random things about this car I don't like is as soon as the car starts, which I just am coming out of the MVD right now, regardless of whatever screen you had going on over there, it goes to a home screen, which I don't want to say it's useless. It's got good information on it, and it serves as sort of a main menu of sorts. Like if you click on most parts of the screen, it'll go to that thing, even though it doesn't look like a menu, which is funny. I didn't realize it did that until I saw a post about it on Reddit. You know, over the years, this has probably become my favorite song by A Perfect Circle, by the way. All right, it's hard to even talk with this song, because this song just, especially this part here. One of these years, I got to get around to setting up my apartment so I can record me singing on the tracks and stuff that I have, because this is one that I've sang and got really amazing crowd responses on before. In fact, I do recall very distinctly the last time that I sang it. God, I think that's my neighbor in front of me. One of my neighbors. There's a couple buildings down. I mean, I don't know for sure, but car looks just like that. Yeah, I sang that song at, in fact, I think it was the last time I went to Ribs for karaoke. I sang that. I can hardly ever get to Ribs for karaoke because it's Sundays and Mondays, and those are nights I work at Factor. Oh, and I just did the other thing that this car does that annoys me. I tried to adjust the volume. But for some reason adjusted the thermostat. At least I didn't crank it so fast that it made the climate controls do massive changes in response to me changing the thermostat. I'm not a fan of thermostats in climate control systems in cars. I just kind of like the old-fashioned one control to control which vents it's spitting the air out of, and one to switch whether you got it on heat or air conditioning, and or vent, and then another one for the fan speed, and maybe some way to turn it off and on. That's it. That's all I want. The whole thermostat thing just seems like overkill for me. But I probably wouldn't dislike it so much if it wasn't sharing the knob with the volume knob for the sound system. God, this truck on my left does not want to let me in. Like, the little blinky light means I'm coming over, dude. Make some space. God. This is so past my bedtime. By the way, it's 8:47 a.m. Monday, July 21st, 2025. I couldn't see into the Hyundai and see if it was the neighbor who has a car just like that or not. I don't think it's him, though. I don't think he would drive like that much of a slug. Just saying. All right. So what the hell was I talking about before I get distracted by A Perfect Circle, disillusioned, and irritating traffic not letting me get into a through lane, or doing their best to stop me? Like, I'm in an exit-only lane. Like, probably I don't want to be in it. Make some space to get over. And if you're going through, like, maybe change lanes, it just kills me when people, like, if I see somebody in front of me and they've got their blinker on, I always make enough space for them to get in. Unless they passed me on the right, then fuck them. But I didn't pass that guy. I was just, like, right even with him. I was trying to get over as I was running out of lane. So, I guess I should explain why I was at the DMV. That would help. And I can't remember when the hell I vlogged last, or if I mentioned it, but I did mention it in my last vlog. So yeah, I'm dealing with my stupid broken down Mercedes, which has been broken now for like, Jesus, over 4 years, going on 5 years. That thing should have been gone years ago. You know, for the longest time I talked about how, I'm going to part it out and sell it a piece at a time on eBay. And you know, if I owned a house with a backyard where I could do that sort of thing, I probably would have done that. I would have. But with me living in an apartment and working as much as I do, it's absolutely not feasible. Well, now shit's hit the fan again with the city of Phoenix bothering my property manager about it and trying to fine them over there being an unregistered vehicle. You know, I thought that only applied for on-street parking, but apparently if it's parked in a driveway and visible from outside the property, it has to be registered. So, whatever. I mean, the tags expired on the thing like 4 years ago. It's kind of shitty that they're bugging me about it now, but kind of cute. Oh, someone over there. Oh yeah, still kind of want one of those in my life. Or do I? I don't know. Being tired of being loveless, but it's, yeah, where was I? Benz. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much, I focused the whole day on Jesus, what day was it? Thursday. And that's why I didn't work Thursday. And went to a junkyard that specializes. Went to a junkyard that was listed on Google as all Mercedes, and then got there to find out that the guy said they hadn't been all Mercedes in like a decade, which makes me wonder why it's still listed on Google. But they recommended a place about a quarter mile down the road, half mile down the road, that specialized in European cars. Oh shit, that reminds me, Saturday morning. Last Saturday morning, I think it was Saturday morning, I met this absolutely beautiful Circle K clerk named Sonia. And I was going to go try to see her again the following week, because we sat and talked. She actually came out and sat in the car for a little while. We just really connected. And what reminded me of her is when I went to the European car junkyard, which, you know, had a Mercedes logo as well as a BMW logo and an Audi logo and a couple of others. There was a very attractive African woman. I mean, I'm assuming African based on the accent. It was sitting in the, it was working the desk there, and her name was also Sonia. And her and I had a really great conversation. It's just kind of really struck me as random. It's like, wow, I have like 2 attractive black women that I've met in less than a week that I felt like I clicked with, that were both named Sonia. That's unusual. Anyway, Sonia gave me the name of the manager and his phone number. The guy's name was Omar. It's like, well, call him. He can decide if, he wants to buy it or not. And I called him and talked to him real briefly on the phone. He's like, well, you got my number. Text me send me pictures and description. And I need to talk to the owner, and I'll get back to you. He never got back to me. And what I hate about that is, like, if the answer is no, like, I understand that's an option. But at least get back to me and say, he said no. He's going to pass. Because otherwise I'm, like, waiting. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that, we got a no for Omar. So the next day, actually, later that day, I call Rob. It's just taking so long for Omar getting back to me. I just kind of figured, whatever, this guy's flaky. as if I don't already know Rob is flaky, right? And still hasn't fixed the Saturn, by the way. Is anybody shocked? And Rob's like, well, you never gave me the word to have them come get it. And I'm like, you're right, I didn't. So, yeah, just, when can he get it? And it's like, oh, wow, check this out. So I'm getting so much shit about my vehicle being in a, they're treating it like an abandoned vehicle or disabled vehicle. It's a disabled vehicle. It's an unregistered vehicle. Meanwhile, right down the alley on jack stands with no front wheels and a smashed up front end. I mean, I'm not saying my Benz looks good, but it looks a lot more functional than that. Not trying to bust my neighbor's balls or anything. I mean, I figure somebody should be able to, when you rent an apartment that comes with a reserved covered parking spot, that is your carport. That is your space that you're renting. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want with that. If I want to put a picnic table out there and have picnics on the regular, I should be able to do that. But yeah, I had to take my table out a while back. Whoa. My Benz is gone. My Benz is finally gone. Wow, I just wasted all that money on a 30-day permit for nothing. Wow. That was a game change. I didn't expect it. This guy spent however much money to re-register this stupid thing. Wow. All right, it's past my bedtime. I'm tired. I still can't believe Rob hasn't texted me back to let me know what's going on. But I don't need to worry about that. God, how much money did I spend on that too? $15 for fucking nothing. Some bullshit. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it took so many days for them to get around to doing it. It was supposed to be picked up on Thursday or Friday. Well, I guess I was expecting it to be picked up on Thursday, and then it didn't get picked up by like Friday morning. And then I texted Rob I texted Rob, and he's like, well, you didn't give me your address. It's like, dude, you know where I live. And his response to that is, well, but I don't know your address. Like, doesn't everybody know how to just, if there's a location that you know where it is, just point at it on Google Maps and get point at it on Google Maps and it tells you the address? Doesn't everybody know how to do that? Apparently Rob doesn't know how to do that. Anyway, all's well that ends well. The Benz is gone. I can sleep a lot better. God, what a pain in the ass that's been, though. And I wonder if I'm going to get my $200 or if Rob's just going to keep that and go, well, I'll just apply that to what you owe me. I don't know. I'm too tired to fucking care, though. Anyway, thanks for coming with on the ride. Yeah. Other stuff I wanted to talk about right now. I just need to get to sleep. It's almost 9 in the morning, and I got to be up at 3 so I can go back and have my Monday night at Factor. I still think I want to take all 3 of my days off this week. I've been working too damn much for too long, and I'm burning out hard. And I got the crazy friend that I met. I think I mentioned him on the last video. The guy's name's Cliff, and I don't know what to think of him. I shouldn't say too much. He seems like a really earnest, good guy, but he seems like one of those people that's like so eager to make friends that he's overdoing it. I don't know. I'm always kind of guarded, and talking about how he had these homeless tweakers in his place and they stole some stuff from him and like kind of trashed parts of his place. And I was at his house the other morning after work and I'm like, yeah, that's what tweakers, junkies, and homeless people have a tendency to do. And I've had my homeless friend Adam Gilligan, got a YouTube channel. I know we got a lot of same subscribers. I'm comfortable bringing Adam to my place, but I've known Adam at this point for 2-3 years. I know the man's not a thief, and I know he's not going to steal from me. I also know that he's 100% stone cold sober. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. Still homeless, but his thing is he just doesn't want to work a job. I don't get it, but I kind of get it, if you know what I mean. But I'm not letting just random strangers that I meet that are homeless just come camp at my place, especially more than one. I might be, if I meet a cute homeless chick and she doesn't seem too twacked out, I'm like, well, I mean, our old hooker home once, and that was it. Nothing physical happened between us. She did make me breakfast and make me some lemonade, and that was nice. And then my best friend Corey and I dropped her off at the home bank housing assistant's office, and we went back to pick her up later, and she wasn't there and never did find her. So I hope everything worked out for her. She was a sweet woman. But yeah, I mean, Cliff's telling me about the stuff that happened. I'm just thinking, and he's talking about, oh, you're like the coolest guy I ever met, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I appreciate the compliment, but it's just like, talking, oh, well, dude, you can just come live with me in my house. Well, come to find out, he has inherited the house, so it's not like he earned or bought the house. And I don't know. I mean, it's who am I to judge, But there just seems to be a lot of holes in his story, and the house next to him is for sale. He's like, I'll buy you that house. You can be my neighbor, man. It'd be cool, good times. And I'm thinking, I like hanging out with this guy, but I don't think I want to live that close to him. And for me, like at this point, one of my goals in trying to buy a house is to get someplace closer to work, so I don't have such a damn long work commute. Because at this point, I'm fairly committed to staying at Factor for a while. I like it at Factor. Factor's working for me. I mean, I mostly like it at Factor. There's so many things that drive me crazy. And that's a subject for another time. Thanks for watching.